Hello, Baby Gang says this is Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is my first ever playthrough of The Last Defense Academy. We're in the different timeline, I guess, or we went back in time. We're on night 3 once again, and Takumi, I think, had just like a great moment, a better moment than expected in telling everybody what happened, and it actually turned out better than I could have hoped. So we're gonna see what happens now, I guess. The moment I got inside, all the fatigue I'd been holding back hit me like a ton of bricks, of course. Talking for most of the day had really taken it out of me. I staggered over to the bed and lay down. Honestly, like, it is legitimately... I know it's gonna be like, I'll be saying it's for me, because I talk a lot, right? And I can take it out of you, right? But imagine talking while also talking through, like, anxieties and talking about, like, horrible things that have happened. Like, it would just drain you. Well, I got everyone to agree to fight. That should make things easier. Now we just have to meet up with the team at the other academy and bring him here. This time we'll create a better future. So wait, so is he going to try and do this earlier then? Honestly, to save Moko, do it as early as possible. That actually makes sense. That actually makes perfect sense. This time I'll protect her no matter what. And I think Sore will be on board with it, right? Knowing what's going to happen. Day 4. It's so weird going through 100 days and seeing day 4 now. It's so weird. Up.
Get prepared to be ready to give your...
I know Sore is actually alive, by the way, which is so crazy. He's never been here on day 4. It's morning. Let's see, day 4. There shouldn't be any attacks for a while. If I remember right, the next one is day 7. That was when he fought the first commander, and I love that he can remember all this stuff now. But things could change, right? If you make different decisions, like saving people from the second to last defense academy, it might change strategies for the people for the invaders. So it might actually change a lot of things. That gives us 3 more days to figure out a plan. I'll head over to the cafeteria first. No use thinking on an empty stomach. But it's so crazy how we're just back to going to the cafeteria after everything that happened. There's that music, man. Oh, there's 2 people here, Shoma and Darumi. And look at this, the empty rooms as well. It's so weird. There's our girl, Darumi. How are you? So I survived until the ending and went back to the artificial satellite. I got dumped in this crazy situation and never even got murdered or executed. It's so sad. We gotta create a better future this time. She wants the murder execution. I guess Shoma's over here. No, okay. Excuse me, Darumi. Have to go back. No? Where's Shoma? Oh, is he somewhere else? Is he up here, maybe? Possibly? Shoma. Shoma. Did I just not see him? Is he that little? Shoma, little baby? Shoma, little baby, huh? Shoma, little baby, not tall enough to be seen? Shoma's little baby, not tall enough to be seen, huh? Oh, he is. He's a little baby over here. Things I did in your timeline sound so amazing. Sorry about that, guys. I skipped by accident. Transcript. It's like we're not even talking about the same person. The head anima pushing through us makes us feel like someday I might start believing in myself. After that, I'll just have to believe in you that believes in me. That's beautiful. Great sentiment. A great sentiment to have, Shoma. Much better than before. Hiroko. It's so interesting having Hiroko back as well. Love the music. I was very happy as well, by the way, to see people were very interested in seeing what choices I was going to make. Because you never know what the second part of any game is going to be like, right? It's almost like, the in 3 houses or whatever, like there's like, when you get to that 30-hour mark or like something like that, or any RPG, when you get to the 30-hour mark, things kind of change. But in this game, it's like when you get to the 60-hour mark, things change. So you never know how people are going to react to it, very cool. Time travel. Normally I wouldn't lend such an outlandish idea any credence, but it's hardly the strangest thing I've heard since getting here. It seems I have no choice but to believe it. And I'm sure your experience will serve us well. I'll be counting on you from here on. Don't disappoint me. I won't disappoint you. I will not disappoint you. I'll try not to anyway. But I'm actually very happy to have Hiroko with us, because Hiroko in every single test battle, the training battles, powerhouse. You know what I mean? Just destroying enemies by herself. So, I'm actually pretty happy to have a character like that on our side, An absolute beast. Sorry if you can hear the fan, by the way. I said it before, but it's very warm right now. And I don't want to get too hot. I only put it on usually for like the last recording of the day, and that usually is Last Defense Academy. The reason why I do Last Defense Academy usually kind of last sometimes is because a lot of very heavy stuff happens, so it's probably best to like have the heavy stuff happen and then just like, you know, take a break. You know what I mean? Looks like everyone's ready to go today, huh? You think so? I'll never get over it. I'll never get over that she's standing here in front of us. I feel the same as always. No, just look at all these faces filled to the brim with fighting spirit. I know what you mean. Of course, I'm still just as much of a sniveling parasite as ever. Don't be like that, Shoma. I think you look a little tougher than you did yesterday. You said you're going to start working out, right? Maybe you're getting results already. Look at all this supportive group here. Look at them being supportive. There's no way it happened that fast. You're looking ever so slightly different too, Mr. Morocco. Not in a good way, but still. It has been a long... By the way, Gaku, our boy, would never ever say anything bad about him or let anyone be mean to him, right? But it's almost like a comforting thing. We have not heard Ima do a snarky bite back or bite in like legitimately like 25 hours of this game. We have not heard him do like one of these very snarky bites, you know? Oh, come on, it must be a little good. No, you look great. You're great. You're angel. You're an angel. You'll always be an angel. Maybe it's just wishful thinking, but it does feel like everyone's more confident now, for sure. 100%. 100%. Even angels can get more confident. Look at Angel. Angel. Knowing why we're already here must have taken some of the stress out of the situation for them. It's amazing how things change, right? Day 4. Seeing you all like this warms my old mechanical heart. With that in mind, I've decided to break from my original plans and give you the run of the school. Every classroom is now unlocked. Crazy. What, all of them? You betcha. No point in drip feeding new facilities if you already know what they're going to be. Use them as you see fit. This is not only just a great story beat, but mechanics-wise and gameplay-wise, yeah, just give me the facilities. Right? That's so good. Like legit, like that's such good writing and such good game design. Don't make me wait. Don't make me go through, because it's not gonna be like this big reaction of like, oh my god, we have this room again. We have this room again. You know, it's just like very smart to do it this way. To me, you got anywhere that's just a maze of cube-shaped rooms full of freaky traps? I know this place is weird, but it's still a school, you know. Just remember that Aotsuki is still in his cage in the courtyard. Don't go letting him trick you into letting him out or anything. We won't. I've got nothing to say to that traitor. Yeah, from what Takumi told us, the real Eito sounds pretty scary. I'd actually be interested to hear where his hatred of humanity comes from. Sure, there's no harm in just talking to him. I guess, but do it so in moderation. If there's one person I think that wouldn't be swayed now by that stuff, it's Hiroko. I think Hiroko was swayed in the first place by Eito in the other timeline because Hiroko was just happy that someone like was taking an interest in all the information she had, and she also felt better that she was giving, you know, that someone would ask her about all these things. You know, when you bottle someone up for so long and someone finally like listens to you, it does feel good. So that little bit of manipulation that Eito did there did like make her drop her guard quite a bit. Guys, I have an announcement too. 3 days from now on day 7, the enemy will probably attack again. What? That soon? That's what happened in my timeline. And the commander got away before we'll be with them. The one who killed me? Oh yeah. That was such a crazy moment as well. That was one of the moments I remember it was in the demo. That really just, it changes everything. It changes the tone of the entire game. The game changed from that point on. With how much stronger we are now, it shouldn't be anything too hard to deal with. We just have to stay focused and work together. This time, I'll take a good look at the color of that commander's insides. Oh, Hiroko. 3 days, I'll try to use that time to toughen up in my own trashy way. We can do this. No, this is more like it. Having a strong leader makes all the difference. Leader? You mean me, really? I've got no problems with that. As only one of us has lived through all this before, you're a natural candidate, Mr. Sumono. Hearing you say this early is so amazing. And look at his perfect hair. He's back. He's back. If I had face camera now, you would see me like mimicking the roundness of his bob. You know what I mean? Very happy to have him back. That's right. I know you won't steer us wrong, Takumi. Makes sense to me. You handle the strategy, I'll take care of the legwork. This is so sweet. I don't know about this, guys. I mean, nobody really wants to take on the leadership role. But just accept it. It's what everyone wants if you really came from the future, that is. For Hiroko to say this to us as well, big props. You know what I mean? Big props. If that's true, then your experience is invaluable. We couldn't ask for a better leader. Oh my god. Now, I never thought I'd hear Hiroko be so complimentary. I think she is like a good person. We got that vibe on the last day, right? That she like was relieved to be able to talk to people, you know? I guess they're right, though. It's up to me to make sure that history doesn't repeat itself. All right. If you trust me, follow my lead. I'll do everything I can to lead us to victory. We're behind you all the way. You might be team leader, but I'm still the MVP. Got it? Always, always. MVP. Most valuable person. Most valuable cutie patootie. Most valuable. All this efforts to prepare for the battle in 3 days' time. Let's use the newfound power of yours to show the enemy true despair. Yeah, boy. Thanks for the level grinding alternate future me. The Ruby's enthusiasm. If I'm being honest, I wish I could just head straight to the second last defense academy, of course. With another attack on only 3 days away, that would mean leaving these guys to fend for themselves. I can't afford to get distracted. For now, I have to concentrate on getting everyone ready for the next battle. You know what's so interesting about having all of them just staring at us right now? This is the group we fought so much with for 100 days, apart from, of course, Soroko and stuff. But you know what's so interesting about looking at them? I have a feeling of the same thing that he has this feeling of now. The game is so good that I have the same feeling Takumi has now, which is I want to protect them. I want to keep them alive. I want to make sure they're okay. Right? They have this innocent energy to them where they feel very confident, but I also realize the horrors that they're about to face. I want to make sure they're as well prepared as possible. And I have that feeling inside of me, you know? If I leave right after, I should still be in there to time to stop the worst from happening. Yeah, with Moko and everything. But then our 10th day at the academy, a huge swarm of invaders attacked. It was only our second real battle, and even with Moko's help, we were totally out of our league. We might get to use Moko this time around. Right? Oh, that scene
Moko
as
and
well.
I were the only
Horrible.
ones left standing. Yugamu, Kurara, and Kyoshika were all dead. Even worse, a stray shot put our revival-matic out of commission, and Nigo, the only one who knew how to repair it, was captured.
Such a rough scene. Day 10 is the battle where Moko gets taken prisoner. That 3 days is to get from here to there. That should be enough. Alright, now we know when the next attack will be. We better get our asses in gear. I'm in the training room. Any of you guys want to join me? I'll go. I could use some help with my training. That's such a good attitude, Koma. Let's go. And we know Kaku wanted to join in the training before as well. Good grief, physical activity isn't really my thing. But if you're going, dear sister dearest, I will too. I mean, I was the oh my god, he's so, look at his smile. I mean, I was the MVP the last time, so I don't think I really need. Don't give me the MVP crap. You need me more than anyone. I need you to understand this. I genuinely think the way I played this game, Gaku was like always the one left standing. Always the one like clearing out enemies. And you cannot forget about DJ Gaku. We would not have even come back in time if it wasn't for DJ Gaku. You know, DJ Gaku won the day. Sorry to get all Gaku defeated squad again, but like it's gonna happen all the time. He's like, him and Kaku are my two favorite characters for sure. I'm gonna head to the garage. I should start getting a handle on how everything works there. Well, garage, I suppose, is probably better than garage. The other members of the team left to the cafeteria in high spirits, all except one. You're not joining the others, Hiroko. Naturally, I'll use these 3 days to prepare as well, but I prefer to do so on my own. That's fair. I guess Hiroko's always been a lone wolf at heart. Knowing that, I think I appreciate her a little more. It must have taken a lot of her to step in and lead the team last time. I love that perspective, right? He's saying that she went out of her comfort zone a little bit to do that. One more thing, Takumi. Allow me to give me some advice, sure? What? Just because you have knowledge of the future, don't expect everyone to think to go smoothly. Yeah. You really do know something the others don't you? Maybe even something I don't know about either. Perhaps, but you have yet to earn my trust in that matter. And again, I think it's not unfair for her to still have some apprehensions about this. I'll tell you about it later if I feel like it. You know what I mean? It's not totally unfair to like have a little bit of distrust, right? With that, Hiroko turned and left the room. She was right, of course. This wasn't going to be a matter of doing everything right and breezing through 100 days. I knew from bitter experience that reality is never that simple.
Hey,
I should get going too. I still need to have a conversation with our little irregular and figure out how he got in here in the first place. Good luck with everything, Sumino. So he's going to talk to Eito. With a wave of his stubby arm, Saray disappeared from view. Irregular? I guess he means Eito. I'm the one who decided to let him live. I can't help feeling responsible for him. I should probably check on him. Besides, I still need to ask him about something he said before.
Right. That's what you think the truth is. You've got it all wrong, though.
The ugliness of mankind exceeds your imagination. You've never found out the real truth. I wonder what would happen if you did. That's the thing. He still knows something else about that. If Saray's going to interrogate him, maybe I should look in on it too. I mean, fair enough, right? There's a lot of stuff happening. While I have like a very cheerful outlook on stuff, just because I am, I'm getting to see all these characters again that I love dearly. Okay, so there's a few characters hanging out. We can go and talk to Tsubasa first. There's still a lot of very terrifying stuff happening as well. Wait, can we? Yeah, when it's during free time. This place is so awesome. I never expected. I love her little happy squeal. I never expected the school's lineup of facilities to include a workshop of my dreams. Once I figure out how all this works, I'll be able to do my part for the team outside of battle too. Our class weapons are supposed to be manifestations of our will to fight. So why are there machines that can customize them? To be honest, I'm not too sure how it works. Maybe this stuff has been modified or specifically treated so it can affect us? Maybe? And then we have the game. Honestly, I never mean it in a bad way. Our mascot, you know what I mean? Our character, like who is Last Defense Academy to us, Everyone's working together and training hard. I can't handle this much positivity. Does that make me a bad person? It does, doesn't it? Everyone be better off if I'd never been born. No, we all love you to pieces, and if you need to talk, please talk. Please talk. Please talk. Talk to us if you needs be. This is gonna be interesting, man. Very nerve-wracking. Talking to Eito after everything that happened. When I entered the courtyard, today was already over by Eito's cage.
There. I've answered your
questions. Oh my
questions.
god, look at his artwork.
How about now you answer one of mine?
Him just standing menacingly, inside this cage.
Just what is Takumi?
What is Takumi? What? Huh? I've been heading over to join them, but I stopped short when I heard my name. What kind of question is that? I decided to stay hidden and see where the conversation went.
So you've been like this your whole life. Must be some kind of cognitive defect.
Yeah.
I still don't get how such a fault could have occurred.
Yeah, it is a cognitive difference in Eito where he sees the world in a very monstrous way. We said it a million times over. He was failed as a kid. 110%. Jesus Christ, 110% he was failed as a kid.
Oh, of course. I don't conform to your standards, so I'm just a defect. A mistake. Now answer my question.
Well, I would never use that word about someone's cognitive differences, about defect or, mistake. I try to use maybe the word difference. It is someone that's different about you. It's a cognitive difference that you have. But then again, people would, I know I have people in my audience who have talked about this, who have like cognitive differences and things like this and look at the world in a different way. And like, even though like Eito is like, I'm not a fan of Eito. I know all of you guys are a fan of him, and like again, like I said, that's okay. You can be a fan of him, just like I've been a fan of characters I know you guys aren't a fan of as well. That happens. It's not a big deal. It's one of those things I'm still not gonna like. I still will call it what he wants to call it, except for like what I mean. I'm not gonna let him be like the world is actually monstrous and stuff because like or call us disgusting, because obviously we're not disgusting. Because he did something very horrible to everyone in that timeline.
What happened to Takumi? And did it really take you by surprise?
He's asking if Saray knows about, like, if he knew this would happen.
Or was it some kind of function you had prepared in
Interesting
advance?
Question. Actually, very interesting. I love that, like, Eito is technically our enemy, and I'm sitting here, like, recording. Interesting, Eito. Yes. Yes. Very interesting question.
If it wasn't part of your plan, then why Takumi? What's so special
That's
about
such an
him?
interesting question as well. He's like, because again, we know that Eito comes from a perspective where it's like all humans suck, and he's disgusted by Takumi. To then ask like, and he felt like he was the special one, right? He felt like he was the one who was like the most important, and he was like the only like good person in the world. To now know Takumi is somewhat special, I wonder if it does make him feel a bit weird.
Is he perhaps not really human?
What?
Come on, tell me. I'm serious. I'm dying to know more
I
about
bet.
him. This is the first time I've ever felt this way about a loathsome human.
Interesting. So it's the first time he's actually wanted to know more and not just kill someone?
Well, he's something of an irregular, too,
Huh?
I admit. I may have to take steps against him if he gets out alive.
Soleil.
But all of that's on a need-to-know basis. This is the last you'll hear of it.
Well, I've
Aotsuki.
heard about it now, so I'm gonna have to talk about this too. So he sees us, so we are a regular person, quote unquote, a regular. So there's something different about us as well, right? But we don't know what that difference. We know what we can do now, but we don't know what if we came in with a different purpose. And again, I think it's actually a good question from Eito. The idea of like, did you know about this beforehand? Soraya left without another word, not even sparing Eito a passing glance. When I was sure he was gone, I left my hiding place and approached the cage myself. Takumi? You came all this way just to see me? How sweet. I'm so touched. I can't believe a word. I'm sorry, Eito. I can't. The weird thing was, I think Eito was actually pleased to see me. Oh. He does have like day 35 Eito power of friendship, right? Face. He'd already made his hatred for me abundantly clear, so how could he greet me with such a genuine looking smile? Because he finds this interesting, right? Even after living with him for 100 days, I still had no idea how his mind worked. I wonder, did you hear all that? I heard. You want to know what happened to me, right? I don't mind telling you. I'm from the future. You might not believe it, but I sent my consciousness back in time from the end of our 100 days here. Can I say that, like, I don't know if I would tell Eito this, but I think from Takumi's perspective, he's saying maybe he's, like, not able to get out of here anyway. We know he's not able to get out of here. Can't use his cryptoglobin in here. So maybe he's thinking, like, there's going to be no consequences, you know? Of course I believe you. It all makes sense now. That's why you knew my secret and what I was planning. Tell me, what did you do to me in that timeline? I stole your cryptoglobin. Did you kill me? Yeah. Let me ask you something first. The future, you said you knew the truth about this war. It was something even I didn't know about. Do you have any idea what he could have meant? No, sorry. I don't have a clue. So did he learn about it as the time went on? Or he could just be lying. He doesn't seem like he's lying. I love the game is talking to me. Maybe he really doesn't know at this point in time. So he learned something as he went on. How? What did he learn? I'd be keeping this secret from all of you, but I may as well come clean. Just like how Takumi came to understand the invader's language after he absorbed the Supreme Commander's cryptoglobin, I also came to understand the language thanks to that the prisoner's cryptoglobin. It must have been something he learned after killing that commander. Oh, that would make sense. That doesn't tell me much, but it's probably all I'll get for now. Now it's your turn, Takumi. Tell me about the future. Wait, this isn't a turn thing. I would simply love to know what kind of ordeals you went through. I'm sure you would. Why should I tell you anything? Well, you might find it worth your while. You can tell me things you can't tell anyone else. I'm the perfect confidant. I still don't know about this. How do you figure that? I'd be good at keeping secrets for starters. I don't have much choice. It's not like I'll have the chance to talk to anyone else. Well, Hiroko's gonna come see you at some point. That's rich coming from the one who exposed Nozomi's secret. Oh, the anger on his face, because he knows what that led to. The exposing of Nozomi's secret led to the death of Nozomi. And that's why his face is so angry. It led to the death of Karawa. What do you say, Takumi? Why don't you stay and chat a while? I can help you in other ways too. I spent most of my life reading. There's bound to be something useful I can teach you. He is like... It's so weird, right? That the same kind of stuff that he was saying before, which was like, you know, how he would help us, now comes from a different tone, right? But I feel like he genuinely believes that he can help us in some way. And it's so interesting having these bars here in front of like a sweet-looking Eito, right? Which the Eito we always knew with this like sweet-looking Eito. But now the sweetness has a different vibe, right? I look at Eito now and I see someone who like had disdain for us. It feels a bit more sinister in some ways.
Hey!
Are you serious? I thought it looked like some kind of hideous monster to you. You do. The sight of your face and sound of your voice make me want to puke. But at the same time, I find you fascinating. I suppose I respect you for what you've done. Oh boy. It's such a novel sensation feeling this way about a human being. I loathe you so much. I can't stand it. But I think I like you. What the hell are you talking about? And let's not forget, you didn't kill me when you had the chance. My life must have some kind of value to you if you went out of your way to preserve it. My choice at that time was based on the fact that I forgot some key details, but also I didn't want to put that on Takumi's head. I didn't want him killing someone right now who at the time I forgot that he did something to his family, but at the time I thought, oh, I don't want him like doing something that would like make him feel anguish. And also at the same time, it wouldn't have been believable if I killed someone and then turned to everyone else and said, believe me. You know what I mean? That's very difficult. Just to talk to me every day, every now and then. That's all I ask. It's kind of crazy because like he gives me so much nervous feelings, but I imagine the conversations would be like some of the most interesting in the game. You know what I mean? To figure out like what he's thinking and his perspective on stuff, you know? I still don't get this guy. He's just trying to trick me again. But it's just like from Takumi's perspective as well. This is the dude who like betrayed us. He killed people. He killed Toroko, you know? So as I said, from my perspective, I understand everyone has a different perspective. From my perspective, I still have a lot of that pain still in my heart from that. And it's hard to get rid of that. It is. It's hard to get rid of that. It's hard to get rid of that scene where I bawled my eyes out for Nozomi. It's hard to get rid of that feeling of ickiness when I saw Eito getting his head crushed or seeing the cryptoglobin absorbed from, Hiroko. Seeing what happened to Ima. You understand? I hope you guys understand. It is like just very difficult for me to get that out of my head. I guess this knowledge might come in useful, but even so. Thank you. I'll do my best to lend a sympathetic ear when you need one. This, you know what I mean? This is such like, it's great writing, but it's also so weird. It makes me feel so weird. Like having this character who we don't know if we can trust ever, talking to us like he's like our best friend again. But again, it's like, he was like that before where he was like, if you need anything, just ask me, right? But that was always acting. And now he's being sincere in a way because he finds us fascinating, right? It's so weird. It's so sinister. It's so weird. It's so crazy. It's so weird. It makes you feel weird and icky. And when I say he's being sincere, I don't think he's being a good person. I think he genuinely means that he thinks we're fascinating and thinks we're interesting, and that's why he wants to talk to us. I didn't say anything yet. You don't have to. Just come see me whenever it suits you. See you around, Takumi. I gotta focus on other characters, buddy. Have you seen Gaku? Adorable. I barely got anything out of him. He completely controlled the flow of that conversation. Yes! I like legitimately okay. He grabbed us by like the shirt and walked us through a conversation to the point at the end we weren't even talking to anybody. He was talking at us, but somehow was having a full conversation with us without us saying anything at all. It felt like a conversation without us saying anything. So weird. Such a weird feeling. Talking to Eito had been exhausting. I didn't really feel like doing anything else on top of that. Of course. This is someone who is like very good at manipulation. This is someone who in this conversation, as we said, had a one-sided conversation with us, but made it feel like a full conversation. I felt like I just talked to someone for 10 minutes, but it was all him talking on one side, basically, for the most part. I decided to go back to my room and rest. What a crazy situation. What a weird situation. Have fun in Final Fantasy VII. I have so much energy for this game right now, guys.
Soldiers, it's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might
Day
attack,
7.
so rest up. Well then.
I have so much freaking energy for this game. It's like, it's gone into like hyperdrive for me. I was already like so into this game. As I said, I was throughout the whole playthrough. This is my game of the year. Now that we're in this different timeline, we went back in time, I have like enthusiasm on a level you've never seen before playing this game. I am like so into this game even more than before. Now I can't forget the crazy smile of Eito. I was so sure that killing him would be taking things too far, but was it really a good idea to let him live? Did I really make the right choice? And I love that he's talking to himself about this too, because it's a choice that was an important choice. And like I said, if someone and some people did say they would have chosen to kill him, there is not one thing wrong with your choice. It's about making choices that are for you. And as I said, like if he ever killed someone again or got someone killed again, it would change the whole situation altogether. It would change it altogether. And there were some details I forgot about what he did before as well, 110%. But I love that he's like thinking about his choices because these choices are going to matter. I can't keep letting him get to me like this. Yes, I should get some sleep. 100% it felt like though, in Eito's mind, he was manipulating while also feeling like he was being sincere in his own weird way. Not sincere in like a good person way, by the way. I don't mean to say like he was like, oh, he's been so nice to us. I mean in a way that he finds us fascinating and wants to learn more about us. And he means that. Terrifying, really. Absolutely terrifying. He scares me. Even with so much on my mind, I was asleep within a few seconds. Day 5. We're coming up on a battle coming up, right? Ding dong, bing bong. Up!
Prepared. Be ready to...
What's going to happen on day 5? I've heard that morning announcement so many times and it's still only day 5. Well, no use complaining. Guess I'll head over to the cafeteria. Yeah, very well done way they did that conversation. It's terrifying. They made Eito such a terrifying character. And I thought he couldn't even get more scary from the end. Because the end, like with the betrayal and stuff, I guess he was already a terrifying character. All the stuff he accomplished throughout his time in terms of all the evil stuff he did. Now, like, he's even more terrifying when he's, like, cheerfully smiling at us, you know? It went from... And I remember, like, thinking, like, the power of friendship Eito situation was genuinely, like something that, like, was very uplifting at times. I actually found him to be very, very pleasant. And now the power of friendship Eito is the power of studying you, Eito. Kind of terrifying, you know? Morning, Suna. You're prepared to give your all for the good of humanity today? You know, I keep thinking about what happened in your timeline with Aotsuki killing me and all. I'm sure glad you stopped that from happening. It'd be a big step towards a short peace in our timeline, believe you me. If you're that grateful, how about you help me fill in some blanks? Like, why were we chosen for this mission and what cryptoglobin really is? Or why the invaders have it too? I still don't know any of that. All in good time, my boy. Don't need to worry. I would like you to say it now. I don't want to overload you anyway. I gotta get going. See you in the cafeteria. Yeah, he's still gonna be avoiding giving us info. As today wandered away, I felt an old familiar doubt gnawing at me. I wasn't ready to trust him completely just yet. I think it's fair. I think it's more than fair. I don't trust him completely yet. We still know that the ending of this game, the first part of this game, had something happen on the arc, so something's happening up there. So yeah, it's totally okay not to trust him yet. Breakfast counts as training too. Come on, put some spirit into it. No guts, no glory. Yeah, breakfast is very good for you. Right, no guts, no glory. Must be so rowdy this first thing in the morning. Can't help it. Yesterday I found out just how much stronger we are now. This feels so freaking sweet. I'm totally psyched to train even more today. Yeah, this goes beyond skipping a few levels. It's more like a full class change. It's New Game Plus. It's New Game Plus. Such a mysterious power. I have a lot of questions about this Hano Amina. But, oh, it's actually cryptoglobin, right? Look at this sweet. Look at his haircut. Look at his haircut, everyone. It's back. Let's stick with Hano Amina. I've got used to calling it that already. Did you say we had this stuff transfused into us, Takumi? Transfuse? As in, with a surgical procedure? So somebody touched my dear sister's naked vulnerable body without her consent? Genuinely, 100%. I think he must said something like this before. In the idea of, like, yes, the idea of, like, consent is, like, more important. Like, it's the most important thing in the world, right? 110%. And, and that's one thing we don't think about with this stuff as well. It's not just, like, the naked and vulnerable thing. Like, that's also, like, something you would think about, especially if you cared about someone. The whole idea of, like, having a procedure done, if it wasn't something that you wanted to happen, is very invasive and weird and horrible. And he was not wrong for, like, you know, thinking this is, like, really wrong, you know? Just let it go, brother dearest. She's speaking up for herself a lot too, right? Because I think those are the times that, like, you know, beforehand she would have been, like, very quiet, but now she's like, look, don't worry about me too much. But I do think, like, obviously, like, I don't, the verbiage is probably, like, what I, like, wouldn't say, but you know what I mean? It's like, that's something we never think about, or how, like, invasive that those experiments are. That's about all I know. So can you tell us more today? What's the matter? You worried about rejection symptoms or something? You'll be fine, trust me. You sound pretty casual about it. Are you sure, are you sure bodies won't start rejecting it? Absolutely, that'll never happen. So why didn't Nozomi get those symptoms? Was the process different for her somehow? I think a researcher other than my mother was responsible for your cryptoglobin transfusion, so it was because her mother did it, and now we got a different researcher. Either that experiment was successful, or we were all truly special people from the start. I think it must be one of those two options. That's why all of you can freely use your cryptoglobin. I shouldn't press the issue. She told me that because she trusted me. I can't betray her confidence now. Hey, Himo Anima, as much as a mystery of it to me as it is to you. Even I don't know where everything about it. I never imagined it could be used to time travel or power everyone up all at once. It's amazing. It's like I've evolved from a little sister to a big sister. Oh, Kako. And if it's enough to make my dear sister say weird stuff like that, you know, it's something special. It's weirdly sweet, right? If she's saying weird stuff, I guess, you know, that's special. I was surprised too, although I guess it did try to prepare me for it. Something unexpected might happen to the world you return to. It may have unfathomable effects on your cryptoglobin. By he, I assume you mean this strange boy made of undying flames. I hope we get to see him again. I think we will probably in this timeline, right? Yeah, I should really introduce you to him sometime. I owe him that much, and he wanted to, like, be introduced to us.
Next time, I want to befriend
Right, he
all of
does.
you. I want to argue with you and fight with you. And until the moment I die, I want to do everything I can.
And we know this, right? We know this.
To live.
I think it's such an amazing moment. It is. To have a character who was on the sidelines trying to help us all this time. It's really beautiful sentiment to me. You know, this character was trying to help us. He could never talk to us. He just wanted to talk to us. He saw us arguing and fighting, and he wanted that for himself because of how beautiful even any interaction with people is. Really cool. The only problem is it's kind of hard to predict when he'll show up next. One more thing. I know the next attack is on day 7, but what about after that? There shouldn't be any for a while. Not until day 17, I think. Well, we know pretty much everything, but things could change. Things could change. Do you think we could ask you some other stuff about the future? Hell yeah, tell me about how awesome I was. You were amazing. You were fantastic. DJ Gaku stole the show all the time. So fantastic. Best outfit, best haircut. Adorable. Anything else? Everything. What were the most jarring twists? Did any of us get our heads chopped off? Or get consumed by despair that we turned into witches? Not that, but there was some pretty horrible stuff. Some pretty horrific stuff. Guys, I want to respect your privacy, so it's better if you ask me one-on-one. I love that too. Takumi's like, hey, I'll tell you, because they have a right to know, but ask me individually. I think it's so fair. Despite my efforts to shrug them off, I was peppered with questions for the rest of the morning, and I think it's understandable people would want to ask those questions. Eventually, I was allowed to leave, and I went back to my room. Everyone was so curious about the future, I'd probably be the same in their shoes. I should probably tell them whatever I can. It's better if we're all on the same page. It's an issue of trust too. I need to have a good relationship with them if I want to, if I wanted to put their lives on the line. Of course. That's more important than ever now, that I'm their leader. Aha! Looking back, I was a little too caught up in my own issues before. This time I'll make a real effort to get to know them. Interesting. Because we were caught up in the idea of, and it's so understandable as well, by the way, everyone was caught up in their own issues, and it's so understandable to be like, am I going to see my girlfriend again? You know what I mean? I say girlfriend because, like, it wasn't actually his girlfriend, but you know what I mean? The girl he cared about, I should say. I don't want to be disrespectful because they're not actually a couple. Am I going to see the girl I adore so much and love so much again? Am I going to see my mother again? You know, am I going to see my dog again in terms of Shoma? Am I going to see my siblings again? Is my sister going to be okay? Am I going to see my grandfather again? Am I going to see anyone again? It's so easy to get absorbed in your own feelings, 110%. And no one would ever look down on you for that. But it's so great that he's able to now be excited about the idea of like, I can get to know people a bit better. Free time. Extinguisher levels increased. What? What? There's bonding events. Bonding events have been unlocked. Bonding events are special events that occur when you raise your bond rank with a character. For now on, when you give characters a gift, you'll increase their affinity towards you. After reaching a certain affinity, your bond rank will increase. You can greatly boost your affinity by gifting preferred items you discover throughout your various student activities. Take the initiative to strengthen your bond with your comrades. We have bonding events now. Oh my freaking god. Oh my god. And we just have everyone from the start, by the way. So is this a bonding event we're gonna... So do we talk to them directly? Let's check the menu. Sorry, wrong button. Let's check the report card. So are the other characters in the report card right now? They're not. Oh, they still have their commander absorptions, by the way. So I guess it'll be in the Takumi section. Is there a way to check that? Is there... Chapter select, archive. Is there a way to check our bonding? Is there a way to check our bonding somehow? I don't know. I'm not sure. But I think we'll go talk to Ima then, right? And see what's changing if it is a bonding event. But do we have to give him a present? Is that something we have to do? Let's start off. Who's in here? Gaku and Tsubasa. Let's start off by getting some of our training in as well, by the way. I think, first of all, we can make another potion. We wanted to make another potion as well, right? Now, we're going to have the first battle with all our potions. Is it going to be easier, I wonder? Desperation potion is what we want to make, right? We could make another agility potion, right? I feel like that's what we're lacking quite a bit. We need a science level 4 for that as well. And we also then can... I want to maybe build up Hiroko's abilities because she was one of the ones that wasn't built up as much because she died. So should we do that too? She should be a lower level than everyone, right? No, she's not. She's actually pretty much higher than other people. Very interesting. So we can build up other characters then as well. So for example, Ima probably should be built up a bit as well. Let's do this. How much is this one? 3,000. Let's do that as well. One-man camera to get to level 4. Shoma doesn't get built up quite a bit, so maybe like aggression signal. Defensive mode. Learn Omega Punch. But that stuns the... That's the only thing it stuns the user. But if we combo this with... Yeah, if we combo this with... Nozomi at some point, it might not be bad. Let's upgrade aggression signal as well, because we like using that a lot. You know, we use aggression signal a lot. And the reason why I want to use it is because if we get a voltage gain by 2 even, it would be good. But Eito can still be leveled up, by the way. Gaku. We don't have a lot of the bottom moves, right? But I actually maybe want to do upgrade Spirit Rain. I like Spirit Rain a lot. Takimato, yeah. Eat this maybe, first of all. Because Takimato is always moving around in those things too. And maybe we could do one of these too. Maybe? Tsubasa? Deadlights as well. Yeah. Like those, like 800 options, not a bad idea, right? I think this is the last one we'll do. And it encourages us to use the Rumi a lot more as well in the battle too. Perfect stuff. Okay, great. Let's then, I guess what I'm going to do is, and we've done this before where we save scummed a bit. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to see what the hangouts like are just without presents. And the bonding events are like without presents. And then we'll see what it's like after that then as well. Like if you need to get more stuff or whatever, you know what I mean? Heading out, Mr. Sumino? Talk to Ima? I was about to head out and grab some greens for a meal. I'm going to forage some edible plants and make my own dinner. Make your own? But we can eat whatever we want in the cafeteria. Indeed, but gorging on fine foods turns you to a fussy eater. Once you get particular, there's no going back. That's why I try to get the taste of the impoverished life once in a while. On the streets, anyone who can sustain themselves with the cheap meals will die after all. After spending some time together, you understand even better now? Wait, so... Wait, can I load the game to see if it's different if we buy him a present? Because I thought bonding... Maybe it's just the same thing as before? I thought like bonding events were different. I might have just tricked myself, man. I legitimately might have just tricked myself into thinking that bonding events were different. I think that might be the same thing we did before, because I thought it looked different, right? It might just be, yeah, it might be the same thing as before. I thought we were gonna get like you know, 1 to 10, but I guess like maybe I'm wrong, or like maybe just I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Did I level up everyone's ability, by the way? Did it show my stats? Yes, we did. Let's go to buy a present then. For Ima. And see what happens there. And so Ima's presents are... Sorry, I keep pressing the wrong button. So cute items. Cute items. Cute items. We can try our best here anyway. So let's go with cute. Category all, I guess, and we'll see what we can get from here. Makeup brushes, flower box. Flower box is cute. We don't have a lot here, right? Dear sister gift box. We need more materials for that as well. This would have been perfect. Would he like a facial roller, makeup brushes? Is there anything in here that like would be something he would like as well? By the way. Like if we go just for all for a second here and just look at everything. Is there something here that we don't know he might like that he might like? Because I know we can update it with by just talking to him. But I'm trying to see if anything we have here that would he'd like. Let's see. Would he like flowers though? That's the thing. Would he like flowers? Earrings, camera, video camera, old-fashioned scooter, analytical machine, e-reader, rebel pudding, rare delicacies, protein powder. I don't know. I've saved anyway. I don't mind saves coming because I want to like make the most out of this as well. But we'll see if he likes the flowers. Right? We'll see if he likes them. If he doesn't, I'll reload. I have no problem reloading. I know people might see that as bad. I have no problem seeing if he doesn't. So here they are. Yes, there's the bond. So what is it? There's a bond rank. Was that always there? I don't think so. Does he like it? Because there's no point building up something he doesn't like because it's just a waste of a present.
Okay, I guess.
Sorry. And our affinity goes up. You see what I mean? Okay, I know I keep reloading and people can be like, Calvin, don't do that. I'd rather, you know, but I think you guys probably understand what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to see what works here. If you're against save scubbing, nothing I can do. We won't do this all the time, by the way. It's just very new to us. I wanted to see how it worked as well, so. Okay, so let's try maybe... Well, we could just talk to him now, but I kind of want to like see the effects of the bonding stuff, right? So does buying a present for someone who's not like maybe let's try and buy something for Gaku. Let's try to buy something for Gaku right now. Report card. So festival goods he likes, walks he likes as well. He likes cheap items. And I think you can give the same stuff. So cheap items. What do we have? We don't have enough we have to get more materials. That's the basis of this is we don't have enough materials. We know we can make a scooter for Kako, right? Right? And there's other stuff I think she would like as well. Dumbbell, maybe dowsing rods, briefcase. Okay, so let's make the scooter for Kako and see how it works here. Did I already go past that? I think I did. But we're gonna have to go scavenging at some point in our next free time day as well. We have to.
I've never received something like this before.
When they're happy, it makes me so happy.
Love it.
No problem. Affinity went up by 5. So now can we do like a bonding event with them? I wonder how this works. We'll see. More free time as well. So Ima's there, so we can just talk to Ima as well. Do we have to go talk to them or something after we get their affinity up? No, okay. Maybe it's when... I'm kind of confused on how it works here as well. Huh. Oh, there's our bond rack up in the corner. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure you guys will let me know how that works as well. I'm sure you will. And how we can like maybe it's the next time you can talk to them. They have a bonding event or something. I actually want to go talk to Ima so he maybe expand his presence anyway and what he wants to like. You know, it's a good thing to still talk to people, right? And we can raise our stuff too. Here's use the gift from Mr. Sumino. Talk to Ima. I can make some shampoo. It takes a lot of work every single day to maintain these lustrous locks. So we know he likes shampoo. And you can tell the hair is worked on very well. Ima talks to me about his favorite shampoos. After spending some time together, you understand me better now. So we know we can make him shampoo. And we have science 4. I'm gonna skip past this as well. Yeah, sorry, I was just testing out a bunch of stuff there. I'm sure you guys will let me know how it works, or I can ask someone how it works as well. And we'll see how everything works out. Our next battle is getting closer and closer. At least this time we're not constantly on edge, wondering when the enemy will attack. I should be able to sleep without worrying too much at least. Feeling more relaxed than I had in a long time, I slipped gently into a deep sleep. Hey. Oh, I thought this was the apparition. It's actually Katawa. We're getting a Katawa scene right now? Oh my god. We saw this one before, right? When she got lost. Is it going to change somewhat? I mean, I don't mind seeing it again. Right? Kara was always getting lost when we were kids. The moment you took your eyes off her, she'd wander off somewhere. It didn't matter how many people were around or how familiar the place was. All it took was a few seconds and she'd be gone. That's just the kind of girl she was. Oh, and look at his little outfit as well.
This is where you were.
Oh my freaking god, it's freaking adorable. Every time I see them, like, you see how close they were, you see how adorable they were. They do such a good job of building this relationship. Taki.
Your mom asked me to come find you. She said you disappeared after the last alarm went off.
That alarm scares her as well, right?
You're always doing that. It's like you've got a talent for getting lost.
Oh my god. I can't honestly, having the same memories, I mean, we've seen this before, right?
Sorry.
But having similar memories that we've had before, like still put in our dreams, has to feel so weird as well, right? It didn't take me long to accept Katawa's vanishing acts as part of who she was. She disappeared so completely, a part of me wondered if she'd somehow strayed into a different world from the one we knew. Then, just as suddenly she'd be back, she drifted in and out of sight like a ghost.
How did you know I was here, Taki?
Every time she says Taki, it's the most adorable thing ever.
Just a feeling, I guess.
A feeling?
Oh,
Yeah.
look at him!
You might be really good at getting lost, but I'm even better at finding you again.
So sweet. And now, like, putting this into context of, like, he did find her, right? At the second to last defense academy. Like, if you put it in that context, it's like looking back on this, it's actually so important to look back on this.
So when you get lost, don't be scared. I'll always come find you again.
So sweet. I tell you guys, like, this dude Takumi has been a great person for his whole life.
It's no problem for Takumi Sumino, expert finder.
Expert finder. And a little laugh.
That's so corny.
But it's so funny.
Well, expert or not, I still wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you.
Of course.
Try not to wander off too much, okay?
Okay. Thanks, Taki.
No problem. Come on, let's go home.
This one, again, this is why, like, they had such a strong relationship. Like, how sweet is this, you know? To know that someone's always looking out for you as a friend, you know? And as you know, as they got older, they said, like, you know, as they got much, much older, they started to, like, notice each other, like, romantically as well in a way, too, which I think is very sweet to also. But, like, just the baseline of their relationship from when they were so young was, like, I trust this person. This person has been on my side for so long. And it's so beautiful. It really is so beautiful. They did such a good job of building up that relationship between him and Katawa, even though technically we didn't know Katawa was with us, you know? I had the same dream about Katawa on the same night as the first time around. That's what's so weird. It's so weird. I really hope she's okay, but it puts other stuff into context, right? She's probably the second last defense academy right now, with no idea that she was ever Katawa Kashimiya. I wish I could head over there and see her, but I have to make sure this place is safe first. And the bond that we made with Nozomi as well. It's going to be awkward again, right? The invaders will attack tomorrow. We can't let our guard down. I wonder if it'll be awkward again. That said, I still have the whole day. I better head over to the cafeteria for breakfast. I wonder if we're going to get a free day before we go back into the whole situation again. I wonder. Yeah, I think them showing that again is interesting to have it on the exact same day as we did before. You can't warp. We have to go directly down. They want us to walk down. Something's happening. But yeah, it puts into context, like, you know, how we did find... Yeah, there we are. How we did find her in the end, you know? But then lost her again. Sumino! Just the fella I wanted to see. Oh, what's up? There's something that's been bothering me, and you're the only one I can trust with this kind of information. Oh, God. The music stopped even. I've been able to make contact with the other academy lately. What? I don't know if it's a simple technical fault or if it's something more serious. Wait, so something could have happened earlier? Like the time changed in that way? You've seen this all play out before, so I was hoping you might know what's going on over there. You mean like an attack or something? But as far as I know, they didn't have any really tough battles until day 10. I guess it's just a technical fault, but that's scary though. That would account for all the static when I tried to call yesterday. That Nigo, I'm always telling him to take better care of the equipment. Either way, I'll be going there myself after the battle tomorrow. There won't be another attack out here until day 17, so you should be fine without me for a few days. You're not going to make that trip all on your own, are you? No, I was planning on taking some of the others with me. I'll think about who we can spare. Oh, one more thing. You really have told me everything you know, haven't you? Yeah, of course. Obviously, I hadn't told him about Nozomi's past. That was a secret between her and me, and that's how it was going to stay. I'm telling you, this is the bar. This is the bar of amazing people that's talking to me. He's making the bar. And I think it's beautiful that he wants to do this. He cares about Nozomi and Katawa so much that he's not going to do this. You know, he's not going to say this. And he cares about her secret. Very interesting how we still swap between Nozomi and Katawa, depending on the situation, by the way. I sincerely hope you're not lying to me, so we know. Suray's eyes burned into me. I returned his gaze, doing my best to look unconcerned. You also lied to us as well. There's stuff you're keeping from us. There's stuff you kept from us. You're still not telling us the full story. We know this for sure, so let's not go down that road.
Hey.
Gosh, look at the time. You better go get breakfast. It's the most important meal of the day, you know. And just like that, he broke eye contact and sauntered away. I don't think he believes me. Well, that's too bad. And it's not like this information is relevant to the war effort anyway. First, I gotta focus on winning the battle tomorrow. Then I can go explain things at the other academy. Once I bring everyone back, it's business as usual. Defend the school until 100 days are up. Bad. I think that like there is a confidence here, as Hiroko said. Don't be this confident. Things can go wrong. You know what I mean? And she was so right. And I feel that feeling too, and I know you guys do too. I think it's so understandable for Takumi to be like, I can do this. I can definitely do this. But I'd be worried about anything changing along the way, you know? That's all there is to it, right? I'd be so worried about something changing along the way. Terrified even. And like the changes I was thinking about, like, you know, it's like, it's little actions. Should we go and talk to Eito sometime? Should we do it now? I'm not sure if you guys let me know if I should be doing this every day. Or something like that. I'm not sure. Well, then again, it should be my choice anyway, shouldn't it? So, when I entered the cafeteria, I was greeted by a bizarre sight. Bizarre, but not altogether unfamiliar. Before we see whatever the hell this is, I think the thing, what I was going to finish my thought, the thing I thought was going to change was if we save some people, that would change the tactics of the enemy. So that would change the days that we might be attacked, right? Oh my god, just like before!
Chug that shit down!
But much earlier. This is one of the best scenes ever.
Right. No guts, no glory.
Let's go show what. It's so weird that something that happened on an earlier day, right?
Come on, man, you can do better than that! Shout from your diaphragm!
No guts.
Oh my god.
Glory.
What are those two doing? Everyone look at Gaku's face. This is a scene that happens way later in the game, but now it's happening now. What indeed? Truly showing how the timeline has changed, right? Apparently they're refueling after their morning training session. They've been at it for quite a while now. Heaven knows why. Physical training is just a waste of time. We all know what you think of it, Ima. Anyway, it's tomorrow, right? Those monsters are going to attack us again? Gaku's sweating this. Of course you would be, you know? I'm not ready. What formation are we using? Which foot should I put forward first? It's okay. Don't worry about it. You're fantastic. You're going to do amazing. What time did they attack? Should I go to bed early tonight? This is, yeah, all these questions. And I think it's very normal for them to be so nervous, right? What color patties should I wear? Well, that's your choice. You choose whatever you want. Guys, calm down. The attack is in the afternoon. You can just treat today like another day.
Oh.
You know, tonkatsu is considered an auspicious food. Maybe eating some tonight would calm your nerves. I never expect you to suggest something like that. Hiroko, do you believe in those old superstitions? Not all of them, but I do avoid stepping on cracks in the sidewalk. Interesting. We have a character like Hiroko who is very serious, you know, and but we know can have like a very soft side as well. Believes in some superstitions. Seriously, you do that? If something helps you feel better and maintain your normal efficiency, it doesn't matter if it's rational or not. Oh. So she's saying like doing these superstitious stuff like makes her like the day easier for her. I suggest we all meet in the war room first thing tomorrow morning. That will give us a sense of structure and stop the first-time fighters from worrying too much. Is that all right with you, team leader? Whoa. Yes, it's perfectly fine. It's just so weird having her, like, come to us and ask us if it's okay. Yeah, sure. Then it's decided. I'll see you all tomorrow. Hiroko abruptly stood up and made for the door. You're leaving already? I can't focus with all of you around. I'll prepare my own way alone. She left the cafeteria without another word. That girl's got a real attitude problem. The way she looks at us like we're something she just scraped off their shoe is to die for. Oh, she loves that. That's just the way she is. And she's right. Anything can make us feel more prepared is worth trying. I went over some ideas with the others over breakfast. After a little while, I left and went back to my room. We getting free time again? What should I do to prepare for tomorrow? I don't want to end up regretting anything later. So guys, I'm going to end the video here, but like what we got from this video was that we have bonding events now. And I don't know how it's going to work, but we have bonding events. I'm so happy about that, whatever that's going to be. It's just the sound of it sounds great. But also, we have a very enthusiastic bunch of characters that now are feeling those nerves as we head towards the day. And I think it's really sweet that they were so enthusiastic, but also now they're nervous. It makes sense that you would be. This is a very scary situation. Eito's in a cage, kind of like very much wanting to talk to us. And I don't know if you have to do that or if there's going to be specific moments throughout the game that will make you do that. I'm not sure about that. But he definitely is like being a little bit like manipulative again. But it seems like also at the same time, like he's just being weirdly, scarily sincere about wanting to observe us and find out stuff about us, like we're like a rare bird or something. It makes us feel very weird, honestly, at this time. This whole situation is about seeing how the timeline can change. And right now, there's a lot of confidence. But we're going into a battle tomorrow. We don't know what's going to happen. But this time around in this battle, we have everyone with us, at least everyone in the original team with us. And it's no longer just going to be a small number. Because last time it was what? It was Darumi, Hiroko. No, was it even Hiroko? Who was? It was Hiroko, Darumi, Takamaru, and myself, right? Yeah. Was there another one as well? You guys can let me know. But it's going to be a totally different situation. And that's one of the most exciting things about this is seeing how the timeline has changed. But yeah, we have a situation here where Eito is like wanting to talk to us a lot more because he finds us interesting in a very creepy way. We have a lot of characters preparing for battle and wanting to hear more about their future, as that's totally understandable. We now have the situation where we're thinking about saving Nozomi as soon as possible, and saving Moko as soon as possible, and saving Yugumu and Karada all as soon as possible. But we have to wait until after this battle. But it seems like there's something going on there already. So I wonder if somehow the timeline has changed in a way, right? It could have changed. Like the slightest change could have changed something else, right? It definitely could. So we don't know what's happening there. Something could have changed. Hopefully everyone's okay. Hopefully we can like save Moko before anything happens. But we'll see if that happens. That happens on day 10, so we have to make it over there as soon as possible. And I wonder who we're going to bring with us as well. But yeah, I'm enjoying seeing all these timeline changes, all these changes in general. I love talking to the characters in this context. It feels like I've known them forever, but obviously they're just kind of like enthusiastically following us because they believe that we are like someone who, well, they know we're someone who knows everything. So it's actually made this really smooth transition into playing this game again. So we actually get to talk to the characters that we love. Like, for example, like the stuff with Kaku, we get to talk to her just as normal because she's a character who now has a lot of determination because she believes she could have the determination. What an interesting way in terms of writing to get that character growth in these characters without making us go through everything again, you know? I think it's a really good idea. And obviously characters can change over time. We'll see how that works and see how they change over time. But I'm really, really enjoying seeing the different timelines here and everything like that. It's very, very interesting to me. With that, I'm going to say thank you so much, guys, for watching. And we're going to come back in the next episode on Saturday. And I'll see you guys then. Thank you so much to my patrons at the highest tier on the Patreon. That being Tyvar2, JB Bull, Jonathan Nana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicius Felix, Yule, Radish, Adusa, Death Trap, Lynx Markey, Assassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Heck, Leon, Hike Sparian, Jared Beanham, and at the highest tier of my YouTube, Royal Gamer 7 and Blasco. And I'll see you all so soon. Bye bye.